Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Mm, make sure. Morning, Brian. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pray you had a good weekend. Good morning. All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, this morning we are going to start our conversation off with the notion of setting our intention. So, last week we talked about getting clarity. Happy Monday, Keisha Yerby. Happy Monday. Last week we talked about getting clarity. Good morning, Don Clark. Happy Monday to you as well. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see everyone this morning. Good to see you up and at 'em and ready to go. All right. Okay. So we are talking about um good I did pray you did too. I had a good weekend. I sure did. Thanks, Brand. Thanks, sis. Yes. So this morning we are talking about setting our intentions, right? Setting our intentions. And so, setting our intentions for self love. So, last week we talked about getting clarity, right? We talked about getting clarity, making sure that we get a clear picture so that we can walk forward. So, no matter what picture we have, whatever it is we're doing, what we're aspiring to, what our goals are, so on and so forth, self love is going to help, right? Our level of self love is going, as it increases, it will help us to accomplish that which we are desiring to accomplish, whether it's a state of mind, whether it's an action, an activity in which we do something and we can see the tangible change, whatever it is, the increase in self love will help us in that endeavor. It helps us to sleep better, it helps our relationships, it helps us to have peace in the midst of confusion, right? It helps us to be okay with us when we're falling short of a goal, when we're falling short of an aspiration. It helps our celebration to be greater. It gives us freedom to celebrate ourselves when we think about it. It gives us the courage to have difficult conversations. It gives us the wherewithal to be kind. You see, self love helps us to be kind, if you can believe that. Because the more we love ourselves, the more love we have to give out, to give to other people. And so we want to make sure that we are have an intention towards self-love, right? That we have an intention towards increasing in effectively managing our emotions, in dealing with, right, choosing our thoughts as opposed to allowing our thoughts to choose us, and seeing significant improvement in our relationships. So we want to make sure that we are doing our best to grow. So what's your intention, beloved? What's your intention? Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Devera L. Robinson. Good morning. Good morning. So wonderful to see you, ladies, this morning. And so, welcome, 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 welcome to those who are on live right now, and welcome to those who will review this later. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, who will stop by to see this session of our 5 a.m. live. And so, good again. Last week we talked about getting clarity, right? Getting a clear picture. Good morning, Sherry. So good to see you. Good morning. This week we are talking about setting our intentions for self love, setting our intentions. So, self love is an accepting, embracing, valuing, accepting, embracing of our entire self, right? We accept, we value, we accept, we embrace all of us. It doesn't mean, acceptance doesn't mean apathy. Acceptance doesn't mean that we see behavior, thoughts, feelings, and doings that are not beneficial and we continue to go in that direction because, hey, this is just who I am. That's not what acceptance is. Acceptance is a recognition of where we are right now. The next part of my definition of self love is it includes an activating awareness, an awareness that activates us towards towards our better, right? Towards continued improvement, towards continued growth for the better, right? And activating awareness towards bettering our best. Good morning, Letitia. So good to see you, my dear. So, when we think about this notion of self love, right, beloved, there is nothing in life that we can do, no demand in life that we can experience where increased self love wouldn't be a benefit. So let me say it in an affirmative. In every way in which we show up, in every demand of life, increased self love is added value. It's added value, right? It's added value. It is, if it's self love, right? If it's love, the actual love, then there's no way that it can have a negative to it, right? So it inherent in love are benefits. And so if we just put the self on it, inherent in self love are tremendous benefits, right? Would you agree? I certainly agree. I certainly agree. And there's evidence, right? There's evidence throughout history that love is the key, that love answers all, that love is that which is the balancer. Love is that which is the sustainer. Love is that which is the foundational. Good morning, Joy. Good morning. Love is that. And so it's really important to understand that self-love is key. Self-love is key. So, what's your intention? That's what we're talking about this morning, beloved. What is your intention towards self-love? Because we must set an intention. We must set an intention. We must put a goal there, right? Set your intention, put your goal there for the purposes of knowing that you're going to grow there. So for instance, um, in my teaching of self love, I focus on thinking, feeling, and relationships. So, is there a thought that you have a tendency to have that isn't beneficial? Do you see? And so, if you set your intention to grow in self love, focus on that thought. Focus on what you focus on. So, an exercise that you can do is you can simply um, notice how many times you have that thought throughout a day's time. And then, if you set your intention that you're going to reduce that thought, right? Then that's your goal, to reduce it. So the next day, notice. But this is the thing. You're not simply noticing it, but every time you have that thought, you have another more powerful, more life-giving, more self-loving thought to replace it with. So if the thought, and oftentimes there's the thought that prevails humanity, I am not enough, I'm not enough, right? So if that's a prevailing thought for you in this season of life, I'm not enough, then what is your return thought? What is your rebuttal? What is your empowering thought towards that? Right? Your empowering thought might be, "Oh, I am more than enough. I am sufficient. I am growing every day. I am value added. I am an answer." Whatever your thought might be, make sure you have that ready. And so as you continue to do that, so that's work towards increasing your self love. Those are life actions towards increasing your self love. Being aware of what may be something that hinders or takes it from you, right? That diminishes, and then being intentional about it. Or it may not be, it may not be anything that's negative that you have to combat. Maybe you simply are going to increase by exposing yourself to that which gives you amazing feelings, right? So what is it that you can do? For me, I can turn on music and immediately I have amazing feelings. I can turn on music and have a grand time. So, or I can turn on someone who is speaking my language, who speaks to the things that are important and empowering to me. I can turn on there and get a connection and get insight and get revelation. And then that's going to help with my feeling. Do you see? And so you got to be intentional. So what is it that helps you to be intentional? So one of the ways that I grow in my self-love is I have a morning routine. I have a very detailed morning routine. In this season of my life, it is very challenging for me to think that I've wasted time. Time is so precious. And so, with that being said, let me say, I so appreciate you. I greatly appreciate your time. I am honored that you would take time to listen to something that God has given me to say. That you would take time, that you would find value in this. And so I don't want to negate that. I don't want to gloss past it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for rising early in the morning and joining me in active engagement. And or thank you for listening to it later when you can receive and then have your own engagement with it. I appreciate your time and I value you, right? I value your time. So just wanted to take a commercial break, not a commercial break, but you know what I mean. A public service announcement, something like that, to say I appreciate you. Thank you. Senator, welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to see you this morning, Senator. Welcome. Welcome. All right, beloved. And so, self love. Self love is the key to growth. Self love is the key to amazing relationships. Self love is the key to your next opportunity to become the next better version of you, right? This is the thing. As long as we have breath, there's another version. There is more. As long as we have breath, there's more. There's a statement. Good morning, Uche. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see you. The idea that I must see what who I can be. I must see what I can be, right? I must see what I can be, who I can become. That is a prevailing driving force in me. I must see who I can become. That this current version, I'm loving her, I'm embracing her, I'm valuing her, and I'm looking for her next greater version, right? I'm honoring her. And the way that I honor her is to say, okay, so where's more? Where's the more? Where's the next? Because this is not all that you have, Kathy. This is not all that who you can be, Kathy. It's not. There is more. And so I honor you and I thank you and I value you and we celebrate now, right? We're in the moment and we celebrate now. And in the celebration of now, we're in anticipation of the more. Okay, so I want to invite you, beloved, to LTE, to our life transforming experience community. Go to the website and you can join us there. And we will have our first coaching call of the week of the year this Saturday at 10:30 a.m., 10:30 to noon. We will have our first coaching call. So if you have not signed on for LTE for this month, make sure you go to the website and sign on. You will be able to you will get an email that tells you what your next steps are, right? You'll get an email that says what your next steps are once you after signing on. Anyway, and then if you need additional walking with, joining me, conversations, whatever it is that you think, send me an email, drkatherinejames.com, and we'll see what that looks like. So, what's your intention? What's your intention towards growth? What is your intention towards expansion? What is your intention towards self love? Set the picture, right? Get clarity. Get clarity about what you want to do. Do you want to increase your ability to easily recover from a negative thought, to recover from what it is that you've experienced, right? To recover and to say, okay, that was that. Now let me reset. Let me take from that what I need to take. Let me reset and let me keep moving. Because life, beloved, is so precious that getting stuck and stopped is not optional. Not if we are going to maximize our days. Getting stuck and stopped, it is not optional. We have pauses, but stuck and stop, no. We have pauses. Pauses to take your breath. Pauses to get recentered. Pauses to say, okay, that hurt. Pauses to say that was too much. Pauses to say, whew, okay. Pauses. But stop and stuck? Mm-mm. No, 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 no. We don't have time for stock and stop and stopped and stop and stuck. Do you see? For long durations of stop and stuck. Pauses. We have opportunity and for pauses. Pauses help us to get recentered. So get clarity on your self-love, right? Get clarity on what that looks like for you. Get clarity of where you want to grow. Because whenever we're growing, we're increasing our self-love. Whenever we're growing. So get clarity on where you would like to grow, in what ways you would like to grow, right? Get clarity on that and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward so that you, right? So that you are not stuck. So that you can measure what's your next step. All right, beloved? All right. Make sure that you set an intention this week in how you would like to grow in your self love. Self love is an accepting, valuing, and embracing of one entire self, all of us, with an activating awareness of the need um, to improve for our better, right? The need to grow, the need to continue to better our best, right? And activating awareness that motivates us of the need to change for the better, motivates us towards changing for the better. All right? All right, beloved. All right, all right, all right. I hope you had a good birthday, Letitia. I know you did. I know you did. All right. At the moment in which Abba gave us his breath, we forfeited the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing because you are. You are. You already are. So go be your amazing selves. Talk to you soon. Have a great one.